We're ready to start the second half. We've got 20 minutes left of basketball in this men's University Athletic Association matchup. And the Bears of Washington University will start first. Spot up a three, and they pick up right where they left off. Luke Lloyd Silverman had a wide open look. He's got 6. That is now the largest lead, 38-49. Case is down 11. Julian Person. He had 13 in the opening half. Clements, Person, Adele, Dane McLaughlin, Jimmy Holman out there. Nice and a give and a go. Shot was blocked, so WashU will keep the possession. There was no up and down there. Right-handed hook is badly missed, and here comes Holman and the Case Spartans. Julian gets a screen from Connor Adele. Shots missed. Clements kicks it out. WashU controls. Here's Fatoki. Nice feed. Layup was missed. Connor Adele fights for it. Julian Person controls it.
That's gonna have to be something, Ron, that the Spartans gonna have to capitalize on.
Dane McLaughlin. They needed that. McLaughlin with a 3. He's got 8, including 2 3-pointers.
Yeah, Ron, the Bears have made their fair share of mistakes. They did commit 7 turnovers in the first half. Spartans need to take advantage.
Long shot is missed. This is Person. Now it's Connor Adele. Action underneath. This is Person again in front of his teammates on the Case bench. Looks for a screen to Adele. Passes to Adele. And they're going to call an offensive foul. That is Connor Adele's 3rd foul.
That's going to be a thorn in their side going forward with the 3rd foul for Adele because they need him in there for defense. But Coach Sean McDonald, for now, going to stick with his 4th-year big man and keep him on his floor for the rim protection.
Off a high screen, 3 in the air, and he makes it. That's Luke Silverman Lloyd with his 2nd 3 of the second half. Well, we talked to Case men's assistant Rudy Curvis at halftime about those screens that WashU runs their offense through. They've been doing it for pretty much all the years that WashU will control the loose ball. Pretty much all the years that Mark Edwards has been the head coach there, and that's been nearly 4 decades. And they just run it so well. It's seamless. It's tough to defend. Holman's going to get the loose ball. And it's been the difference, Eddie, in this game. They've gotten open looks. They've gotten good looks because they've earned them. Julian gets a high screen from Connor Adele, and fighting through it and picking up a foul will be Luke Silverman Lloyd. That's his 2nd. Case is down 9. They had cut the lead to 6 at 43-49, 49-43. WashU with that 6-point lead. Then the Bears came down and hit a 3. This is Holman against Fatuki. Working it inside. Connor Adele with a strong move, and he drew the foul.
And Ron, another thing too, I think that's what the Spartans need. They needed something to get the crowd going too. They haven't had too much to cheer about thus far, but if you get a big play from Adele in the paint with an and one, a chance for a 3-point play, that gets people excited and it gets their energy and gets their perks up. They needed a little shot in the arm right there, and they got it with the 3-point play, bringing them within 6.
Only 3 minutes gone in this second half. Lots of basketball left to be played. Patoki with a long 3. Missed it long, kept alive though. Patoki gets it back. Quick pass inside and drawing the foul and the basket. Brian Clements is going to foul. It's Nick Burt with the basket. He had 12 points, 10 points in the opening half. He now has 12. There's Brian Clements' first foul. Washington University playing very good basketball here this afternoon in Cleveland. On Friday night in Pittsburgh, they were blown out by Carnegie Mellon, 72-59. This is after they beat Carnegie Mellon by 20 earlier in the year at home in St. Louis. The Tartans were up at 8 at halftime. They led by 21 with 10 minutes left in that game, and they ended up winning by 13. Julian Person to the rim. Won't get it, but Connor Adell does. Connor Adell's got 7.
Over the weekend, Adell's offensive efficiency has really picked up, especially on the putback follow-ups like we saw right there.
Case looking for a stop. And they hit that 3 again. That's Luke Silverman-Lloyd. He has 3 threes in the second half. He's got 9 points in the second half. Patoki with great defense. That was all him right there, all hustle. He gets the steal, brings the ball down the floor for the Bears. Patoki with a shot, turnaround off Holman, and he makes it. Boy, the hot shooting for Washington University continues. They shot, what, 60% in the first half, 59%?
59%, yep.
Ball's in and out of the hands of Connor Adell.
The thing about the Bears offense, Ron, they don't seem to go through any lulls at any point in the game offensively. The passing that they use, it takes a lot out of you physically, but still they continue to push through it. And they just don't hit any slow points offensively in their rhythm. They are a rhythmic-based offense.
Ball's off the hands of Jordan Dean. Dean has checked into the basketball game for Case. He's in there with David and Eric Black and Spencer Boyd. This is Boyd on Patoki. Case is down 12, 5 minutes gone in this opening half. This is Silverman-Lloyd, who's been red hot, and it continues to be that. He's got 14. He had 3 points at halftime. He's got 11 in the first 5 minutes of the second half, including 3 threes. The 14-point lead at 62-48, largest it's been. Dean from 16 feet. And down with a rebound is Nick Burt. Burt on the season averaging 7 rebounds per game. Turnaround shot is up and good for Matt Palucki. You know, WashU has done all this damage, Eddie, offensively, as Case is going to call a timeout, and they've really done it without the help of their leading scorer, Matt Palucki. That basket was only his 3rd of the game. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. We'll be back.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com. Cool. See you at the Spartans game? Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
Intercontinental Suites has been transformed into much more than a hotel. It is a center of wellness and tranquility, featuring renovated suites, an expanded fitness center, and pure rooms for guests requiring the most allergen-resistant rooms on the market. C2, our Mediterranean-style restaurant and bar, accentuates the ambiance of relaxation and rejuvenation. Chef Omar Jones has designed a menu full of fresh, locally grown herbs and vegetables, along with a flavorful cuisine inspired by the beneficial Mediterranean diet. Call the Intercontinental today at 216-707-4300 or visit us at hotelsclevelandclinic.com or on Facebook.
Eddie, you look at Case's shooting. They shot 45% from the field in the opening half. They're shooting 46% from the field in the game, and as they break the huddle, if you shoot 46%, you got to like your chances. But Washington University has been off the charts.
Most of the time, you would like your chances with a shooting percentage at that high. But of the 18 points that the Bears have in the second half, 16 of them come on jumpers. They have just been unstoppable from mid-range, and the Spartans have a little bit of work to do with about 14 minutes to play.
Patoki's going to pick up his second foul. It's a good look at David Patoki right there, the senior guard from Evanston, Illinois. Homewood Flossmoor High School. He's going to take a seat with 2 fouls. He also has 10 points. He runs that offense for the Bears. This is McLaughlin, spot up 3, missed it long. Spencer Boyd tried to keep it alive. Bears control. Boyd with a nice steal. Boyd on the break. Eric Black running with him for the rebound. Boyd got the layup and the foul. Foul's going to go against Mitch Stuzinski. That'll be his 3rd. Spencer Boyd, that was all him. Got the steal on one end of the floor, scored the bucket on the other.
Yeah, there were hardly any fast break points from either team in the first half, but Spencer Boyd gets it going right here with a chance for a 3-point play. And you know, that'd be a way to get you back into the game, try to get some turnovers up high, and that would also hopefully disrupt the mid-range shooting that the Bears have gotten this lead with.
The free throw shooting for Case has not been good, though. We talked about the shooting percentage from the field. It was pretty solid, but the free throw shooting, I'm trying to find the most updated stats list.
It's been a little bit better.
It hasn't been too bad.
It's been better as of late, but
7 of 10.
The problem is the mid-range jumper for the Bears. Every single one of them has fallen here in the second half.
This is Boyd with a high screen. Going to give it back to his screener. That's Eric Black. Black working inside, rolls around and drops. Eric Black with 4. Silverman Lloyd with the basketball. He has been smoking hot in this second half. Spot up 3 from about 22 feet. Missed it. Eric Black with the rebound. High screen. That's Dane McLaughlin for 3. He just cannot get on track. He is usually a dead-eye shooter. 45% from the field, including 63s in the season, but he has struggled so far this afternoon. Silverman Lloyd off the glass. Rebound goes WashU way, and McLaughlin's going to pick up a foul. It's Matt Highsmith that went to the floor. He's going to shoot from the foul line. He'll shoot 2. For Dane, that's his 3rd foul. That's a look at Matt Highsmith from Parkway South High School in Baldwin, Missouri. He's a freshman, 6'7". Loose ball won by Washington University. They out-hustled Case to get that one. It's a 13-point Bears lead. It was at 16 points just a few moments ago. Good ball movement by WashU. Plenty of time to shoot. They've got 15 on the shot clock. 3 right in front of his teammates. And that's up and in. Matt Palucki has 8. Halfway to his season average of 16. This is Jordan Dean on the drive. Dean with a nice hesitation dribble. Nice pass to David Black. Scoop pass to David Black, and David lays it up and in for his 7th point. WashU with great ball movement. Black with the rebound off a shot block. This is Person, left wing. Person drives into a double team. Missed it short, but he was fouled.
Well, right here you can see the sense of urgency for the Spartans. They want to get back to their brand of basketball and push the tempo up the court. It's going to get them some easy looks, and it gets some free throws as well, but it's going to get them the offense that they need to try to chip into this deficit.
Foul was on Kent Laycub. That's his first. Julian Person will get 2 free throws. Nick Burt back in the game for WashU. Also on the floor for the Bears is Laycub, who committed that foul. So Person is 2 of 4 from the foul line this afternoon. He's got 16 points. This is Burt with the basketball with Boyd on him. Palucki in the corner. Into Burt, left-handed soft hook over Connor Riddell. Nick Burt's got 15. Lead is at 15. 11 minutes left.
And he is equally as good with both hands. I mean, that is not an easy move to make, fading away from the rim with your off hand, but he makes it anyways.
Bears get a steal. Burt the other way, and an offensive call. Eric Black drew the charge. Nick Burt with his first foul. Dave McLaughlin is back in. Spencer Boyd will return to the bench for Case. Spencer Boyd very active. A few minutes off the bench. Got a steal, a layup, and a three-point play while he was in there. Foul's going to go against Nick Burt. Grabbed a hold of Eric Black as Eric had position inside. For Burt, that's his second foul. Nick Burt is tying his shoe. Tiny fan enjoying nacho cheese chips, I think. Either that or Frito chips. So back to game action. This is Eric Black at the line for Case. Black on the afternoon has 4 points, make it 5.
And I think that there is no doubt that going forward in this game, Ron, they're going to want to get both David and Eric Black going because you're so accustomed to them getting 17.5 points a game.
Lane violation on Washington University. Black will get another shot at it. Spartans down 13. Been trying to cut into that 16-point lead. Washington University led by 8 at halftime. Then they went on an 18-10 run to start the second half, and that lead grew to 16. Foul in the back will go against Eric Black. That will be Eric's third. Bears will keep the basketball plus a fresh 35. Burt with the basketball against Adele. Burt went right at Eric Black, and Eric's going to draw his 4th foul. 4 fouls on Eric Black. Burt will be at the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Nick Burt on the afternoon's been very active at the foul line. He is 5 of 6 from the foul line. He's got 14 points.
And he made as good a move as you will see going up around Connor Adele. Black came from the weak side to help, but that's when you can get yourself in foul trouble when you're rushing to help from the weak side, and thus he picks up his 4th, and he probably won't see him for a while.
His brother comes in to fill him in, sub in for him. David Black is in the game for Eric Black as Burt makes both free throws. He's got 17. Leads at 15 for Washington University. The Bears are 15-4 in the season. The Spartans are 14-5. There's a very tight logjam of teams in the University Athletic Association for the top spots as Jimmy Holman shoots a 3, and Case just cannot get a bucket here in the second half. You've got Chicago, who's in first place at 6-2. Emory and Case in second place at 5-3. Then you've got WashU, NYU, and Rochester all in third place with identical 4-4 records. So you've got 6 teams all within 2 games of each other in UAA play. McLaughlin with the rebound after the long 3 miss. This is Holman bringing it up for Case. Julian Person missed it short. Got to keep going if you're Case. I mean, no lead is insurmountable. It's 15, but you've got almost 10 minutes left in this game. And now it's 18. Luke Silverman-Lloyd had some kind of halftime preparation because he's got 17 points, including 4 3-pointers. This is Person. He'll go in for the two-hand dunk. Julian Person's got 18. Case is going to come up in the press in the full court. It will be a very relaxed press, actually. It's just Julian Person in the backcourt. They brought them all up, Eddie, then they sent them all back.
And you can see that they want Person guarding the point because of his length to try to force a couple turnovers.
Boy, the ball movement's fantastic. That's 3 that's missed, and somehow, some way, Palucki gets the rebound. To Burt, back to Palucki, lays it up and in. The sharing of the basketball by the Bears of Washington University has really been something to watch.
And the offensive rebounding, too, because if you give this club extra opportunities, they're going to hurt you.
McLaughlin with another miss. His shot it's just flat today. It goes in low, hits hard on the back rim, and really has no opportunity. And that's a very rare thing because Dane McLaughlin is the best shooter on this basketball team. Again, he's been red hot. That's the first miss of the second half, I believe, for Silverman-Lloyd.
And it was also the longest 3 that he took. I mean, you have to just continue to push him as far away from the three-point line as you can get him because he has been in a very comfortable spot all second half. He just has not taken a shot in the second frame that he doesn't like, and that has to change.
Nick Burt, third foul. Connor Adell at the line for Case. Ball's out on the Bears. Case will get it back. The 4 losses so far in conference play for that man's team, Mark Edwards' Washington Bears. They lost by 20 at Chicago. They lost by 24 in Gotham to NYU. They lost by 11 at home to Case 3 weeks ago. And they lost by 13 on Friday night in Pittsburgh to Carnegie Mellon. So when they lose big. Right now they're working on a big win. That's McLaughlin with a 3. He's got 11, including 2 threes in the second half. Bird inside. Now it's Silverman-Lloyd. Palucki back to Burt. Burt's shot blocked by Spencer Boyd. I love watching Spencer get off the floor.
And he can really get off of the floor. That guy can jump through the roof practically. He is a presence inside. You don't get to see him down low too much, but on plays like that, he was right there to make the play.
6 seconds to shoot. This is Bird at the foul line. Wild shot goes up. Doesn't draw iron. Case will get it. McLaughlin again for 3, in and out. Silverman-Lloyd with the rebound. That would have cut the lead to 12. This is Bird out to Batoki. Bird again. Palucki, left block, double team, back to Burt, left elbow. And McLaughlin with the rebound. Julian Person has 18 points. He had 13 in the opening half. He'll launch that three and make it. He's got 21, including 3 threes. Silverman Lloyd, he's been red hot. That's an air ball, but they got the rebound, and they drew the foul.
The offensive rebounding has been a backbreaker for the Spartans here in the second half. It was pretty even for the first frame, but a different story here in the last 15 minutes.
Stuzinski, who's been scoreless in the second half, he had 8 first half points, including 2 free throws. Gets that one to fall. Mitch Stuzinski, a junior forward, at the foul line for the Bears of Washington University. Stuzinski from Bloomington, Illinois, University High School. Timeout Bears. We'll take one too. Case with some work to do. They're down 16 with 5:14 left.
Experience style and sophistication at the revitalized Cleveland Marriott downtown at Key Center. An ideal location for meetings and gatherings of any size, Cleveland Marriott offers stunning views of Lake Erie and the breathtaking city skyline. Newly renovated, this 25-story Cleveland hotel boasts 400 guest rooms with sleek furnishings, an indoor pool, and fitness center. Book your special Case Western Reserve rate by visiting us at clevelandmarriottdowntown.com and entering promotional code C0N.
You know, sometimes things can get lost during the course of a basketball game, and you look at what WashU has done with their shooting, and you think that they're shooting lights out from three-point land. They've made 6 three-pointers. Case has made 7. They've actually made more three-point shots than Washington University has. WashU's got a 7-point advantage in the free throws. The rebound differential is significant right now. Case is -11.
And 7-1 on the offensive glass in the second half. I mean, that's a backbreaker for the Spartans. You're given a good offensive team extra opportunities, and when you get an offensive rebound, that leads to open three-point shots. Hence the comfortability of the Bears and Silverman Lloyd, who's leading them in points in the second half.
He's got 17 points total, 14 of those 17 in the second half, including 4 three-pointers. He has made 4 of their 6 three-pointers, and all of those have come in the second half. This is Holman. Holman off the glass. Jimmy Holman. Jimmy Holman with his first points of the night. He had 18 points on Friday night in that tight loss to the University of Chicago, but he has been held scoreless up until that point tonight. Patoki with the basketball. This is Lloyd Silverman, or Silverman Lloyd. Palucki and Patoki, left wing. 8 seconds to shoot. Try to get it inside, they do, and a whistle and a foul. Nick Burt was on the floor. It will not be a shooting foul, or rather it will be. It's going to send Case into the 7th team foul, so Burt's going to shoot the 1-and-1. I was on Connor Adell, that's his 4th. Burt's back at the free throw line where he has been very active tonight. He's made 7 of 8. Nick Burt came into the game a 62% free throw shooter. He is now 8 of 9 this afternoon.
And here's another thing, too, for you, Ron, some food for thought. Fouls on Spartan bigs. 4 for Adell, 4 for Eric Black. That is half of your rotation down low.
Jimmy Holman just quite can't get that thing to drop in. That has been the story of the second half for Case. This is Silverman Lloyd in the backcourt, gets to Burt, off to Palucki, and they'll bring it back to Patoki. 14-point game, Washington University. They've led this entire game. I mean, Case was up early on a 3-point shot by Julian Person, but that's been it as Patoki drops a 3 of his own. He's got 13. McLaughlin for three. Connor Adell with active hands. This is Person. Julian from about 22. It's good. Julian Person with 24 points. Matt Palucki with his first three of the game. Lead is back to 17 at 87-70. Connor Adell lost the basketball.
And with that last three-point shot by the Bears, it puts them at 50% for the game, 8-16. That's a solid night production from beyond the arc.
Ball's knocked out of bounds by Case. 23 seconds to shoot. Palucki's going to get it back after the inbound. Palucki and Burt playing catch out front. Now they go inside, right block, soft hook by Stuzinski is good. He's got 12. .89 points by WashU. They average on the season 77, so they can score it, that's for sure. But this 89 that they put on the scoreboard, if you're checking what has happened, they've
scored 90
points
against
twice. Rochester and 90 against Illinois Wesleyan. So that has been the largest output for them offensively this year. They'll stay at 89. Just about 2 minutes left in this one. The ladies will follow. Jimmy Holman steps up and drops it. Holman's got 4. David Fatoki with Jimmy Holman on him. This is Silverman Lloyd back to Fatoki. Draws that defense. Palucki thought about a 3. Now he's just going to dribble it out with Nick Burt. Inside, Stuzinski. Mitch Stuzinski's got 14. Jimmy Holman dribbles by Stuzinski, lays it up and in, and Mitch fouled him. So that'll be the 4th foul on Stuzinski. Holman's 3rd basket in the last 3 minutes. He'll look for his 7th point at the foul line. You just never know, Eddie. And what I mean by that is Case goes into St. Louis 3 weeks ago, knocks them off by 11. Score was 89-78. WashU goes into Pittsburgh Friday night to play Carnegie Mellon. They beat Carnegie Mellon by 20 at home 3 weeks ago. They lose. They were down 21 in the second half. WashU loses at Carnegie Mellon. And then they come in here today against Case. Red hot from the start. Never cooled down. And they're going to leave with a big double-digit win. You just never know.
Every day is a new day. I mean, that's the beauty of this game. But in other ways, it can be the ugly part of this game. You just never know. You have to expect the unexpected, and you have to play your hardest every game.
Timeout to get a couple of subs in. Coming off the bench for WashU, David Schmelter, along with Andrew Sanders. inside a minute to play. WashU with their highest point total of the season so far. This is Schmelter, missed the shot, but he's going to get 2 from the foul line.
Well, the Bears are no stranger to solid offensive performances. When you shoot 47% collectively as a team this late into the season in February, you're going to score yourself some points, and you're going to do it against some really good opponents.
Five subs will come in for Case. Colin Zucker, TJ Duckett, Andrew St. Germain, along with Mac Hartman, and one other, Egan Bees, Owen Bees, all in the game for Case. Bees fights for that rebound along with Duckett, and WashU will keep it. That ball movement continues for WashU regardless of who's in the game.
That's the mark of a solid program right there, Ron. I mean, when you can go this deep into your bench and not lose a step, they've got a bright future as well as a bright present for them.
Good ball movement by Case. Shot was missed by Mac Hartman. And this game's going to end right there. 95-75. The final.